my name is Angelica, and this is the Angelica Unfiltered channel where I talk about health, wellness, weight loss, but mostly fat acceptance. I think one of my members, I can't find who originally commented, asked if I could cover Donut Mom. You know, I can't give all of my attention to Pizza Mom. I know Donut Mom has went viral a handful of times. I think her most viral video was like a year ago at this point, but I pulled up her TikTok and it seems like a lot of her videos get a lot of views. So I'm sure she's still making lots of money and surfing around in your guys' algorithm. So I thought we should check out those videos together. And you guys can listen to me spout my opinions, because for some reason you guys love that. And I also love that because I love talking. Before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know that I released a couple whimsical, spooky-ish products. First being these 𝒶𝓉 hoops. These are made with labradorite, obviously. But I also have them available in moonstone. They come in silver and gold. And then I have this really beautiful labradorite necklace. This charm right here in the center is removable, so you could stack this with like the labradorite toggle necklace or like really any other necklace that you have at your collection at home. Little moon is carved and it's a super gorgeous. The flash on all pieces from Rebirth jewelry are to the nines. I really care about the quality of my products, especially anything labradorite. I am a labradorite snob. I only want the best and the flashiest labradorite. Okay, sorry, I'll stop talking about crystals because I know this is like a channel about usually fat ladies. But you can use my discount code LOSER until the end of September to save 20% off if you are interested. But let's talk about this loser donut mom. In case you're not on TikTok or not chronically online, but somehow you found my YouTube channel, Donut Mom is known as 𝓌𝒾𝓃𝓾, Alex Baby 97, and I never mentioned this in my videos, but I feel like I should. But I also feel like you guys have a fucking working brain, so maybe I don't need to disclaim this, but feel free to goof in the comments, make jokes in my comments. Please never go and harass anyone I feature in my videos. Please and thank you. So this one is pinned right here. 90.2 million views. I used to post a lot more on TikTok, so I will share my experience as being a creator on there. Depending on like who you are and what type of content you make and how many views you get, this will vary. But when I was on TikTok, I made $1 per every 1,000 views. So this lady right here is fucking racking in money. I went ahead and did a deep dive into some of my old TikTok analytics, and I think this was one of my most viral videos. It had like a couple million, and if you see the RPM right here, that means how much money you make per 1,000 views. So I made about 84 cents per 1,000 views, and I had 1.9 million qualified views. So if you do the math, I'll put it on the screen. That's how much I earned for this video. And then this was my monthly payout the month after for TikTok. I was clicking on some of my other videos on TikTok and it seemed like my RPM was anywhere from like 25 cents to around $1. So depending on how many qualified views Donut Mom or Pizza Mom is getting, they could easily be making thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars every single month. Like, Queen is making lots of money. So this video is from March 23rd. Dinner, no end result tonight. I wasn't feeling the best. Okay, so she not gonna show us what the fuck of her food looks like. Dinner as a lazy mom of 3 for my family of 5. So I assume that means her and a significant other. Holy fuck, that was a lot of meat. I think one of those should be a pound. So 2 pounds of ground beef and 2 pounds of chicken or turkey, I assume, or maybe pork. Ketchup, garlic, breadcrumbs, in case you're listening instead of watching. I assume she's making meatloaf. I think she's using like the whole fucking can of breadcrumbs. 1 egg. Oh, mixing it with her hands. I don't like touching ground beef. If I was making this, I would use a spatula. That dirty ass stove, please. Look at that filthy ass stove. Why? You guys can't even see. Y'all don't even know how fucking disgusting it is because I'm not showing you. I mean, I know a lot of her content is rage baity, but come on, lady. Have some fucking pride. At least clean up the little section that we can see. Chopping up some potatoes. So let's see what side we get with this scrumptious meatloaf. Probably getting a mashed potato moment. Let's hope her pot and colander is not as dirty as the stove. Okay, I assumed they got boiled because she's just adding the butter and the milk. Is she making fucking cereal? Why is there so much milk in these mashed potatoes? The double chin is chinning, that's for sure. Very potato-like. Doing a little cannibalism here. Her looking like a potato, mashing the potatoes. Okay, and no result. Thank you. Why even make a fucking video then? Lazy. Lazy ass video maker, lazy ass mom. Look at my mom and smiled. Jesus, Mary, Joseph, take care of yourself. Ketchup. Everyone I know puts ketchup in their meatloaf. The 2 different meats, I'm crying. The stove. 4 million likes for what? I don't really think this meal was bad necessarily, but that stove was fucking atrocious, I'll tell you that. I personally don't feel like the video was that bad. Let's see what else we got. Woo-wee! This video has 2 million views. My son wasn't up yet and isn't a breakfast fan, so I typically only plate breakfast for the girls. So it seems like she has 1 son and 2 daughters. I mean, I know pans can get like dirty or just like look disgusting when they're used for a long period of time, but if I was making cooking content, I would invest in some better hardware, and God knows she's making enough money on TikTok to afford some halfway decent looking pans. She's melting some butter on her pan. 1 egg, 2 egg, 3 egg. Oh my god. And she has 1 fingernail. She is, I don't know if these are press-ons. I assume they're press-ons. She only has 1 thumbnail. You guys know I have my opinions about a lot of things. And one of my biggest fucking pet peeve is when people are missing a nail, or missing several nails. One thing I also despise is what people get lash extensions and they never get filled, so they have like fucking 3 little pubes attached to their eyelids. Like, if you're going to be part of this lifestyle, if you're going to get the nails, get the hair, get the lash extensions, stick to the lifestyle. This is dedication. Don't get me wrong. All that shit is expensive, but if you're gonna do it, then do it well. I understand if you have a nail popped off and it's for a couple days, but if you have only 4 nails on your hand, then book an appointment. Find somewhere that has walk-in availability to get them bitches removed, because you look gnarly. You look like white trash, quite frankly.
There was a rotten one in there, so we're not doing eggs.
What the fuck did she just say? Don't get me wrong, I mumble. But that sounded like a caveman grunt. The nail in her face.
There was a rotten one in there, so we're not doing eggs.
What?
There was a rotten one in there, so we're not doing eggs.
There was a rotten one in there, so we're not doing eggs? How can you tell if an egg's rotten? I've never seen a rotten egg. But I've like heard of a rotten egg, you know. Last one there's a rotten egg. I don't know what that saying means, but you know, I'll say it if I'm racing someone, which isn't very often, obviously.
That just completely put me off from doing eggs. Completely.
She got the egg ick. I get it, sister. It happens every once in a while to me, too.
So we're gonna do yogurt instead.
Got some Aldi yogurt. Oh, let's see. So her left hand, it looks like she has all the nails, and then on her right hand, she only has the thumb. Let's count. Oh, no. Thumb. Looks like 1 finger, and then a pinky on the left hand.
I don't understand why that egg was rotten.
And then on the right hand, we have a thumb and a ring finger. So 5 out of her 10 fingers have nails on, and 5 don't. You're either about this life or you're not. It's fine. You don't gotta be about this life. You don't gotta be about this life. But then just don't do it. I mean, she already looks very unkempt, and half of your fucking fake nails is really adding to it. What the fuck did you say? But
I'm sorry, baby, but I don't trust it.
okay, she doesn't trust the eggs, and she's apologizing to her daughter. Oh, those are really cute bowls. I wish I was a sangria girl. I don't really care about anything, to be honest. I feel like there's something wrong with my brain where, well, I guess I collect crystals and stuff, but I don't really have, like, a quirky, like, special interest character. Except him. Except him. Do any of you fucking freaks like him as well? This is my homosexual boyfriend. This is my side piece. If you know, you know. Okay, if any of you guys like crystals, into witchy shit, also like anime, and if you are anti-fat acceptance, please reach out into the DMs, because I know there's only a certain amount of people that probably like all the niches that I do, and it's very important I establish those friendships because, you know, I just wish I had a clone of myself so then I could talk to myself about my interests. All of them. All of my interests. Even though most of them have nothing to do with each other. Actually, if you like Hello Kitty, my best friend did a very, very cute video about Hello Kitty. I'll put it on the screen and then down there in the description. And yes, I do know Jordy. When you guys comment on my videos, they're like, oh my god, you know Jordy? And I'm like, yeah, she's been my best friend since 5th grade. But she's been kind of busy lately, so she hasn't been able to cook up any content for us. All these, like, white trash moms make their videos so fucking long and they never edit them. I mean, they probably edit them so then they're longer and they make more money, but it's very unentertaining to watch. The yogurt cup said they're 110 calories. Now I got some strawberries.
3-year-old's bowl. 6-year-old's bowl. Have a good morning.
I think that's pretty good for children. That's definitely a step up from the powdered donuts, I will say. Your motor skills are fascinating. Girl, you piss me off. The pan has seen more battles than me in 2020. Why is everything so slow? She always looks so confused. I will never understand being lazy for your children. If you don't do the bare minimum at least, then why even have children at all? They deserve better. Exactly. That's how I feel. It's a choice to be a parent, and if you choose that choice, then I think maybe you should put a little fucking effort into it. In my opinion. Dinner with a depressed mom of 3 who's in a better mood today. And she's wearing a shirt that says, tattoos are trashy. I feel like, whatever, I'm gonna be fucking pretentious. I feel like people that wear shit like that, most of the times they have like fucking 3 tattoos. If you're about that life, you usually don't wear some cringe shit like that. I think like one small business did this and now it's just copycatted and so many people have ripped it off. So it's not fun and quirky like it used to be. I'll say that. Sorry it got blurry towards the end. Taco night with cheesy rice. I understand a lot of women go through like postpartum depression and stuff, but there's a lot of things that go into depression. Obviously, I've never been pregnant or I don't have children, but it is important to consider a lot of other lifestyle factors when trying to better one's mental health. I've struggled with mental illness like a majority of my life. I think a lot of people don't even think about what they eat and how it can mess with your mental health. There have been so many studies out there that show that eating a very heavy ultra-processed food diet leads to depression and other mental illnesses. So if you're mentally ill, like me, and probably most of the American population, try cleaning up that diet a little bit. And also, please seek help. Medication drastically changed my life for the better, and it might help you as well. So there's no stigma around taking pills here. I support you. I'm on Wellbutrin and I forget the name brand. Well, I'm on the generic ones of buspirone and bupropion. They have literally changed my life.
Back to press-ons.
Girl, probably for 28 minutes until one pops off and you'll start looking like white trash again. It's like, why does she need that much meat? She has 3 little kids, and then it's her and I assume her husband. You need 32 ounces. You need 2 pounds of ground beef for all of you guys? I don't think so. Unless you're trying to have leftovers. Or maybe you and your husband are having fucking 10 tacos each.
Good job.
Okay, seasonings.
Yes, pop it, baby.
Okay, so she was mushing the beef, and now she's putting water in a pot, in case you were listening and not watching.
I just added the rice, but I don't think I was recording. So I added the rice, now I'm adding the seasoning.
I assume she's doing like some rice-a-roni shit.
I think I used too small of a pot, but it's too late to turn back now.
You can just pour it into a bigger one. She's mushing the meat again. Now what the hell is that? The fucking humidity on the lens. You can't even see anything. Holy hell, she is seasoning the fuck out of this beef. Water in the ground beef? I mean, I'm as white as they come, but I've never put fucking water in my ground beef. White people taco night. I don't remember the lyrics. Look at her feet right here on the bottom. I don't know. I just think it's funny to see people's feet. And allegedly this is cheesy rice. Is cheese in the room with us? What is that taco? It's just literally beef. No lettuce, no jalapenos, no onion, sour cream, tomatoes, nothing. Just beef in a hard shell. Okay. What is your definition of taco?
That's my pieces.
And she made fucking 2 pounds of ground beef for that. I feel like she probably didn't even use half the pot. I would like to start cooking more Mexican food, you know, since my husband and I are married. But he doesn't know how to cook a lot of Mexican food. I mean, like, he does some. I would love to learn how to make Spanish rice, but I think that would also be the worst thing that could ever possibly happen to me because I would just want to eat it for every meal because it's just delicious. What kind of Mexican food do we usually do? Sometimes we'll do tostadas. So we get like the flat, hard shells. We do ground beef. Pablo likes them with potatoes and carrots. So we'll boil that and then put queso fresco on the top. I've done that with beans and then chicken thigh and then queso fresco. Pablo will make me quesadillas every once in a while. We've done burritos and tacos, but I think that's really the extent of the Mexican food that we've made at home. Let me know your favorite Mexican recipes if you're Hispanic. Oh my god, his mom used to make the best ceviche. Oh my god, I need to fucking just make that for myself. Orgasmic. And it's really healthy. It's literally just a bunch of seafood, some vegetables, and like lime juice. I think this is the organic Purdue chicken. Dinner with a lazy stay-at-home mom of 3.
My daughter put stickers on my face and my arms.
She looks so uninterested in all of her videos, but maybe that's the point.
My daughter put stickers on my face and my arms.
And she's sitting down to cut vegetables, which I understand when disabled people do that, but it's just giving fat, lazy Aubrey Gordon behavior. So it looks like she's cubing up some chicken tenderloins or breasts. Maybe it's a breast. Seasoning it with I don't know, it looks like some Italian seasoning that now it looks like tahine, maybe? This is the, I think, smack your mama stuff.
Make it salty like it feels.
No.
An egg, 2 eggs with flour.
Even if you said you didn't love me.
I didn't say I didn't love you.
Yes, you did.
I said we couldn't have any more bunnies.
It's the same thing.
Do they have pet rabbits? That house is probably so fucking dirty.
We don't need any more bunnies.
Okay. Pulling out the pot and the, I assume, fucking canola oil. And now some frozen fries, which, like, fries are pretty easy to make by yourself at home, but I understand the convenience of frozen ones because they taste good. The pink air fryer. Why can't we see the final result? Annoying. The way her face lights up when she is joking with her boyfriend versus the look of disdain whenever her kids exist. It's just, some people aren't meant to be parents, you know? Can you, even if you're in a bad mood, even if you had the worst day of your fucking life, you can at least put some sort of emotion in your voice when you're talking to your child. A little smile. This is how insecure and a bad attachment style start. I don't know. I feel like she's kind of fucking boring in my opinion. A lazy mom of 3 is going to walk the runway at New York Fashion Week. I'm ready. How about you? What's going on with the walls here? I'm hoping maybe we're doing some renovation. Maybe, hopefully, you're patching up some nails and screws. I hope these aren't from punches. But these look awfully dry, so maybe you should throw on a fucking coat of paint. But I guess that's asking for too much, since you don't look like you brush your hair in half your videos. Okay, she looks like she has a nice gown on. Maybe she's trying to be the next Tess Holiday. Maybe we have a plus-size model arc coming. Respectfully, it's giving Mima at church service. Dinner with everyone's least favorite mom. Just throwing down plates. Okay.
Let's play dinner together. Firstly, I made a pork loin.
Okay, we have some real meat. That's nice.
And then I made some cheddar broccoli rice.
Which just comes from a box or bag, depending on which one you pick up at your local grocery store.
Along with that.
I don't eat like shit like this often, but it's so easy just to throw in like some frozen vegetables to make it a smidge better. Like she could easily throw in some chopped frozen broccoli or spinach to actually put some vegetables in that rice, because there's about this much broccoli in the broccoli cheddar rice when you buy that pre-made pack.
I really gotta go to the grocery store and get more veggies. I don't even have any canned veggies right now.
She just sounds so bored. But I guess maybe that's her shtick. Look at the carbohydrates. Look at the rice compared to the pork loin. I know she's not trying to lose weight, but even if you're just trying to be healthy, you should have more protein than carbohydrates. The ladle full of rice for her children. They don't need this much fucking rice. So 3 bites of pork loin, but a family size serving of broccoli cheddar rice with each plate. Perfect. Balanced. Oh, but she got nails on. More importantly, she has nails on.
Eight-year-old's plate.
Oh my god. The 8-year-old's plate. Almost half of the plate is cheddar broccoli rice. Come on, lady.
6-year-old's plate.
Why does the 6-year-old plate look bigger?
3-year-old's plate. Have a good night.
Have a good night. Ignore the haters, mama. The kids and the flies are fed. You're doing amazing, mama. Fly emoji. Ignore the positive comments. You guys are fucking hilarious. She just makes such healthier food compared to the donut videos in the past. Dinner with a lazy stay-at-home mom of 3. Breakfast for dinner. You know, when you're a mom, it's your job to be a mom, but if you don't have a job and you're a stay-at-home mom, I feel like you should be putting even more effort into what you're doing. Not that I'm a mother or anything, but if you are a stay-at-home mom, I feel like you probably have more time and energy compared to a working mom to put in a little bit more effort for your children. And I mean, I guess she is a working mom because she makes TikToks and she does make money off of that, but I guarantee you she probably spends no more than 5 hours a week making these fucking videos. So we got some Smithfield bacon. And looks like a banana nut muffin mix. Interesting. 2 of them. Adding some milk. But not measuring, which is concerning because baking is a science, not an art like cooking. I wonder if she's gonna make pancakes with this powder mix. That'd be good. Cracking in 2 eggs. That looks like some water-ass pancakes. Or muffins. I guess we don't know what she's gonna do with this yet. Oh, why does that pan look like that? That looks like sewer water. I mean, I know bacon makes a lot of grease, but you could pour some out as it's being created so it's not getting boiled. Look at this piece of bacon. Half of it is cooked and half of it's still raw. Why do none of her pans or pots have handles?
Butter.
Okay, yeah, she's making pancakes with them. I'm so smart. Why are you pouring the pancakes with a spoon? Like, she makes everything so much harder than it has to be. You don't have a ladle? You don't have, like, a half cup measuring cup you could use instead? Or you could just pour it out of the bowl. Okay, we got some... So that's supposed to be pancakes and waffles, I think. I don't know how they look raw, but also cooked at the same time. Maybe you could classify them more as crepes than pancakes. And a fuck ton of bacon. I don't know, to me, breakfast for dinner, how we always do it is obviously bacon. I realized that if you get center cut bacon, the protein to calorie ratio is better. The bacon I get from Kroger is 70 calories for 2 slices and 7 grams of protein, which is considered high protein, but it's fucking bacon, so do with that what you will. And then we do some scrambled eggs. We fry it in the bacon grease so it gets nice and flavorful. And then we either do hash browns or some sort of waffle. I've done protein waffles with it. Or probably we'll do like the Eggo waffles. Breakfast for me, when you're cooking at home, like if you're going to do the whole shebang, like you have to have some scrambled eggs. Or I guess any type of egg with it, in my humble opinion. Why do some of them look raw? These don't look cooked. These ones down here are burnt to a crisp. The flies are fed. This must be a running joke on her page. Why is the bacon being cooked in motor oil? I also have to ask that question. The cooker is so dirty. How is it burnt but also raw? That's exactly what I said. Alright, so this one has 1 million views, I believe. It says, "Hoop with me as an overweight mother of 3." Why does this look like a fucking possum or is under her bed. Or like an otter or a groundhog. And we have all the patches on the wall, and it looks like an electrical box with some, is this insulation? Is that what that's called? I understand having an unkempt house, but you see, what most people do if they have an unkempt house and they're content creators, they'll position the camera, just like me. I'll position the camera so you can't see the mess. But then, here you go. There's actually a mess, but you can't see it because it's hidden. Alex, baby, you should do that as well. Push all the mess to the side. And now my fucking camera is not going to stay where I want it to, because I revealed my secret. Just a bunch of fucking bubble wrap I want to reuse that I'm working through. So this says 3 out of 30 of the Infinity Hoop Challenge. Use code ALEX10 to save on your own Infinity Hoop. I mean, I guess having some sort of exercise is good, but I don't know how much a hoop would do for you.
We're on day 6, I think.
And she has a waist trainer on, or maybe a back brace. I don't know. Does she have a bad back? I assume so, because she's probably pushing 400 pounds. And that's no easy load to bear. Hoop with me as an overweight mother of 3. Maybe you should change that to morbidly obese mother. Overweight's a little pudge. That's a bit more than a little pudge. Oh, they have bunnies. That's what that critter was. And is that poo on the floor? Right there? Is that poo on the floor? Are you gonna do your hula hoop next to some rabbit turds? Great, great. Perfect. That is a wonderful athletic gym environment. The rabbit's like, what the fuck is that? Are you trying to exercise? Yeah, right, lady. What sort of exercise is that? That's you waddling back and forth in place. That is not doing anything for you.
I will.
No.
If you want to hoop with me and join the 30.
She does it for fucking 10 seconds. If you want to do this challenge with me, use my code. You too can also pretend to do this hoop in your turd-filled bedroom with me. Make sure you use my discount code so I make a little money. So I can hire a maid to clean up all these rabbit turds in my bedroom, because obviously I'm not doing it.
Click the link in my bio. If you want to hoop with me and join the.
Like, just look at her room. It's like, what is this trash? Fucking throw it in a trash bin. You have some storage right here. Why don't you use it? It looks like she's living in a house that's still being built.
If you want to hoop with me and join the 30-day challenge with me, click the link in my bio or check my description to save some money. Love you guys.
Takes off the hoop, throws it in the corner until tomorrow when she has to do her challenge again. Exercising for 3 minutes isn't going to do anything for you, I promise. How about a 30-day clean the house challenge, period? Oh, I thought you were joking. Girl, be so for real, you actually have to move. How do you manage to do everything in slow motion? That's how fat people move. That's just how they are. Because it's so much effort to carry around so much weight. And I find that people that are super morbidly obese also talk very slow. I don't know if that's some sort of brain fog or if it's just harder to talk because there's so much fat bogging down your body. We got some junk food, so let's watch this. Lunch for my 5 and 8-year-old with me. Where's the other one at?
We got pizza.
It looks like it's already been opened.
Well, not us, but my daughter's therapist brought us a pizza, so I'm gonna plate lunch.
Why? That's weird.
Lunch.
Pizza Hut is my least favorite pizza from like fast food chains. The cheese tastes like wax. No, I have to be in a very specific, disgusting mood to crave Pizza Hut. I don't like it. It keeps going to the thumbnail. I want to pause and look at all the shit in the back.
They also brought her some balloons.
I feel like that's kind of stepping over boundaries as a therapist. Look at all this shit in the background. Water bottles, probably from TikTok shop. Got the Google Home. Random shit here in the corner. Not 1 square inch of open counter space. Oh my god, lady. She literally does everything in slow motion, like that comment said. Depending on what type of pizza you get and the size, a slice of pizza can be like 250 to like 300, 400 calories.
8-year-old's plate.
And the 8-year-old's getting 2 slices. That could easily be 800 calories right there. I wonder how overweight her kids are. I hope she doesn't post them online.
Just gotta pop it in the microwave.
Oh, so it's cold pizza. It's gonna be gross. And 2 for the 5-year-old. That's exactly what they need.
6-year-old's plate. Just gotta pop it in the microwave. Love you guys.
If you put this video in 2 times speed, she moves at the speed of a normal person. The fact that a therapist, mandated reporter, has come in that house and not reported is wild. They rarely get pizza. The millionth time they've had pizza. We've already seen this comment. Ignore the haters, mama. The kids and flies are fed. Alex, you are a good mom. Obviously your daughter is well liked if her therapist treated her to pizza. I feel like that's not professional of a therapist to buy their client pizza, and a client shouldn't be well liked by their therapist. They're just doing their job. They shouldn't have favoritism. Would people rather you be like 𝓌𝒾𝓃𝓾? Your kids are happy and not afraid of you. You do have supporters. See, you don't need to imprison your children like 𝓌𝒾𝓃𝓾. You don't need to physically and mentally abuse your children like 𝓌𝒾𝓃𝓾 to be a bad mother. There's actually multiple reasons someone could be a bad mother. They don't have to be in prison for their actions to be considered a bad mother. Dinner with a lazy stay-at-home mom of 3 for her family of 5. Didn't finish the mashed potatoes on camera. Phone was gonna die. Ma'am, this is literally your fucking job. Charge your goddamn phone. Is she wearing a bra? This girl's my age, I assume, if her birth year is the number in her username. Potatoes that have eyes on them, so they probably had this fucking bag of potatoes for a month and a half. Scrumptious.
Washing these.
Okay, this pot actually has handles. Awesome. And why is she looking at me like that? Stop looking at me like that.
Stop fighting. Stop fighting, please.
She's so monotone. Why doesn't she just bring the pot over to the sink and fill it up with water? Why do we have to put 4 𝑘𝑟𝑜 cups of water in the pot? Is your sink just fucking piled high with dishes so you can't get a pot underneath the faucet? Got some pork loin. That looks very bloody. I don't know if that's good or not. I don't know a lot about meat. I just started eating it last year.
Excuse me. Where do you hit your
Did she not drain the juices? I feel like she should drain the juices.
go for? People against the hurricane, and so they knew it on them.
Holy hell. Burnt to Bolivian. What? Like, what? Is that just fat? Why is this bubbling oil over like that? Looks like it's oozing pus. Okay. Maybe we need a new set of pot and pans, as well as some non-stick spray. And how is that square when they were like oval before?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I figured that's what you were making, ma'am. What is this? It looks raw, but also burnt. Supposedly this is pork loin, but I see no resemblance. Maybe it's good that we didn't see the end result of that. She's never shown her mashed potatoes. I want to see what her mashed potatoes look like. Are they chunky? Does she make them very liquidy? What does she put in her mashed potatoes? Does she do gravy? These are all things that I need to know. I don't know how I'm going to sleep at night without knowing how she prepares her mashed potatoes because she never finishes her videos. She said that her camera's about to die, so she couldn't finish it. Sometimes she's just too lazy to finish it. People that make content nowadays, not saying that I put in the fucking most effort in the world, because I don't. Reacting to videos is simple compared to some of the other content people make on YouTube, but some of the people that make content nowadays, especially on TikTok, because it's such an easy platform to get used to, they just make the laziest bullshit ass content. You didn't even finish your video. She didn't even finish her video. I need to see a plate. Your content is all about feeding your family and cooking. Let me see what they're gonna eat. All I saw was allegedly some pork loin and you boiling some potatoes. This video has 1.7 million views, and the caption is, "I know Watermelon hates to see me coming. Plate dinner for my 8 and 6-year-old with me as a mom of 3. So is the youngest getting something else to eat? Where is the youngest? And looks like she got some nails on. Period.
I got a watermelon.
This is probably weird, but I don't really like watermelon. I feel like she's gonna chop off one of her fingers. She needs to buy herself some new knives. She has the money to at this point. It shouldn't be that hard to cut a watermelon. I would also hate to see you coming if I was a watermelon, because you would give me a very long, drawn-out, brutal unaliving, because your knife is dull, and it's gonna take forever to chop me up. What's her shirt say? Don't forget to hydrate and mind your own business. Okay, well, I am hydrating. But I don't know how to mind my own business. You won't catch me wearing that shirt, that's for sure. Especially with the middle finger and the Stanley Cup.
Now we have little slices.
And she has it on her face.
I made this grandma's chicken and rice for dinner. Tried it. I highly recommend it. It's delicious.
That is something you can like make at home so easily. There are so many one-pan recipes. It's just throw in rice, broth, chicken, veggies, maybe some cheese.
Yes, baby.
I love watermelon.
6-year-old's plate. You can bring the tablet to the table. Yep.
Not that I think sides have to perfectly go together, but I feel like eating watermelon with this is so weird.
8-year-old's plate. Have a good night, everyone.
Do you think her and her husband finished this whole thing by themselves? I wouldn't be surprised. You'd fork that down pretty easy. I got a watermelon. Cutting a watermelon is not that difficult. Oh my god, the breathing gets me. You can bring the tablet to the table. Says enough. I guess my sound is kind of low, but I didn't hear her breathing. Maybe I will when I am editing. This one has 3.4 million views. Let's watch it. I need recipe ideas 6 days ago. Does she look like she's losing weight, or is it just me? Or maybe she has like a baby filter on. Ooh, we have some fake nails. These look like they have got some cat eye on them.
What are we talking for dinner?
Can't she clip this up so we don't see her chop the whole onion? Like, her videos are so goddamn long. Dirty ass stove with her dirty ass pot. Did this one have a handle? Maybe? Is that a handle right here? I think maybe it has a handle this time. 2 things of beef. Getting some tahini or something. Is she making tacos again? Let's see if these ones are just as pathetic. Trying to see what her shirt says. It says not all women. Maybe she backs up. We can read the bottom of it. Oh, not all wounds. She's not like a typical white mom. You know, she seasons her food pretty well, if not overly seasons it. Water, just as the recipe calls for. 2 cups of water. Holy hell, that is a lot of sour cream. With some wet ground beef. Did she used to work at Taco Bell or something? She's got the ground beef down. Look at those giant ass shells. I hate when people make tacos and it's like the wrong type of shell. This looks like almost like a fucking quesadilla shell. It's so humongous. And no side, no vegetable, no rice, just 2 tacos. Is that for you or the kids? Because I know you're going to be scavenging the pantry very quickly after. Why does everything look so difficult? Go support Pizza Mom. She's taking advice, making changes, happy, energetic, works, and her house is clean. Are we going to have Donut Mom versus Pizza Mom? Is there a rivalry that's going on that I don't know about? 3 business days to cut the onion for real. All right, let's do one more. I think I just said that though. Plate dinner with me as a lazy mom of 3.
Me and my boyfriend both cooked tonight. I made some mac and cheese.
Do we think that's homemade? Oh, let me move my fucking big fat head. Plate dinner with me as a lazy mom of 3. Pork chops / hot dogs, mac and cheese, and broccoli and cauliflower.
My boyfriend both cooked tonight. I made some mac and cheese.
Did that look homemade to you? I think maybe it is. I've never seen anyone use a ladle as a serving utensil besides for soup.
He made some broccoli and Brussels sprouts and cauliflower.
Okay, we're getting some veggies in, period. Maybe she is trying to lose weight. Her chin doesn't look as prominent right here. You go, girl.
Or maybe just broccoli and cauliflower.
She probably doesn't know what a Brussels sprout looks like.
And he grilled up some pork chops and hot dogs.
Why do they make so much food? They make as much food like they're gonna be hosting a fucking barbecue.
So I'm gonna give each of the kids a hot dog, and if they want a pork chop, they can have one.
They don't need that much fucking food. I'm like waiting for that plate to fly up and smack her in the titty. Admit it, life would be boring without me. I think it'd probably be boring with you as well. You have the personality of a wet sock. Oh, I'm psychic. Did you guys know that? I'm actually psychic. I predict the comments. I predict what happens to Hello Kitty food plates.
Okay.
It's literally fine. It's literally fine. Or you could just put the fucking plate on the counter or the kitchen table that's behind you and cut it to there. Have you ever thought of that?
I'm just not gonna cut it. So anyway, that's dinner. 6-year-old's plate. 8-year-old's plate.
Yeah, the 8-year-old can fucking eat it or cut it. It's their self. Look at her face. She's like, I'm gonna fucking rage. Why are we giving kids adult-sized portions? Yesterday, we got some food from a local restaurant, and I ordered the kids' bowl of spaghetti because portion sizes are literally humongous. I just ordered the kids because I knew it would still be like a decent size. It was like this much spaghetti, like a regular bowl size of spaghetti. I'm like, I don't even want to know what the adult size is. It's probably like almost 2 times the amount. It's actually just crazy to conceptualize like how much we overeat or like what inappropriate portion sizes versus what we actually consume pretty regularly. It's quite jarring, to be honest. You make everything look extremely difficult, even the simplest task. You naturally move in slow motion. The portions are insane for kids. I'm so lucky I have an Asian mom. Mac and cheese looks cold. When the plate flipped, I lost it. Alright, this video is long enough, and I feel like she's not very entertaining to watch, I will be honest. At least when we watch Pizza Mom, she talks a lot, so there's a lot to comment on. But besides Donut Mom's t-shirts, not much is really said besides when her kids are screaming in the background or her boyfriend is talking about getting another pet, which they clearly don't take care of since there's bunny poop all over their bedroom. I honestly feel like there should be some sort of assessment that pet owners need to take before they adopt or get any critters, because the way that I see some people take care of their pets online is diabolical, and they don't deserve such beautiful and loving furry little angels. Like my angel Sochi. She had a haircut yesterday. You guys want to see? This is bubble wrap. Tissue paper I'm gonna reuse. And this is a bunch of wedding decor I need to get rid of. These shorts like kind of make me look like I have an ass, even though I don't. It's giving shelf, but I don't really got one. Kind of flat. Look how beautiful Sochi looks with her new haircut. Right, Sochi? Look how beautiful she is. Look how beautiful she is with her new haircut. This is her first haircut, I think. First professional one. She's gonna be 10 months old soon. Okay. You don't have to be in my ear. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you made it this far in the video, leave some cat emojis for all of that Sanrio Hello Kitty dinner plates and other bowls and stuff we saw that Donut Mom used in her videos. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like this video. And if you enjoy me, consider subscribing. I'm very close to 15,000 subscribers. And when I hit that milestone, we'll be doing another giveaway. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to use code LOSER at checkout when you buy some celestial things from Rebirth Jewelry. Bye! Bye! Just a beautiful girl and her beautiful mom.